Hi guys, welcome to another HOI4 challenge. As you might have noticed, I got a new microphone finally, so no more ear explosions. Let's hope it's better this time. In today's video I'm gonna play as Bhutan. Why? I don't know, I hate myself I guess. So regular difficulty, army mode off, historical focus is on, and let's go. Bhutan. Bhutan is so powerful and prosperous that it doesn't even need an army. Let's start by researching basic machine tools and interwar fighters. I'm producing guns, I won't import any steel. And I'm gonna start building one civ in Bhutan. For the first focus I'm gonna go for political effort. By the way, look at this, we have 7 guns, when a literal police station has more guns than your country. Now let's go. Household division, look at this division's name. And the political effort is finished. I'm gonna hire fascist demagogue. You might wonder why am I hiring fascist demagogue, why not communist revolutionary, because then I can get 500 weekly manpower. Well, yes, I can, but then I'm not gonna be called Thunder Dragon Empire, so I prefer fascist demagogue. For a second focus, I'm gonna go for collective status, so I can rush the ideology sooner, and rip Ethiopia. And here we are. Let's now go for nationalism focus, so I can change the ideology faster. And let's also research dispersed industry 1. We research interwar fighters. Let's now research CAS 1. We're gonna need that CAS 1 a lot. By the way, I just realized this guy has a really nice looking hat, or maybe this is a crown. Still not as cool as my boy Gyaltsen's hat. And the nationalism focus is finished. Now I can focus on industry, and I'm gonna go for industrial effort, obviously. Oh well, it's time to spend our political power. Let's get army regrouping expert, because we're gonna need some army experience. Let's also open political discourse. I'm gonna go for a construction effort now. I need as many civs as I can get. I got 150 PP, but I'm not gonna spend it for now. Let's get dispersed industry 2 with the research bonus now. Construction effort is finished. Let's go for construction effort 2. And we finally research CAS. Let's now stop production of guns and instead produce CAS. However, I'm not gonna import any resources at this point. And let's now research support equipment. Apparently over a third of our population hates this guy's hat. And we finish construction effort 2. Only traitors to the country have anything to fear. Let's now go for infrastructure effort. And now we got over 40% fascist support, which means we can just discredit the government, hold national referendum, and now this guy with a hat is no longer the leader. This guy is our new leader, he's Hawk and a financial expert, which is nice. We're fascist, which means we can now justify on other countries. Let's first justify on Nepal. Why the hell am I justifying first on Nepal? We don't have a border with them. Yes, I know, that's exactly why I'm justifying first on them. I'm also gonna justify on Tibet, but it's gonna take longer. And we got dispersed industry too. Let's now research some equipment. Yeah, let's research trucks. And let's put another 2 divisions into training. We research support equipment. Let's now research artillery. And the infrastructure effort is finally finished. I'm gonna go for construction effort 3. I really need those civs. They're more important than a research slot right now. And you know what? We got enough political power. Let's hire some army guy. I'm gonna go for army maneuver expert because I really like being fast. And we got 35 political power, which means we can go for state serves the military. This is gonna give us extra 0.2 political power every single day. The future belongs to Thunder Dragon Empire. Indeed it does. Thunder what? And they finally got those 2 civs. Let's now work our way down to the extra resource slot. And now we can create agency. And we got our agency. And let's instantly hire Elusive Gentleman, so that we have 2 operative slots. The first operative, I'm just gonna send her to Delhi. She's gonna build an intel network right there. Let's research trains now. Actually, no, we don't really need trains yet. Let's go for electronic mechanical engineering. And let's research construction 1. So far we built 20 CAS planes. Nice. And infrastructure effort 2 is finished. Let's go for extra resource slot finally. And let's hire a second operative. Another woman. Let's send her to Delhi as well. And they're gonna build intel network together. With power of friendship. We got 25 army experience. Let's hire a bunch of generals. And now let's go for political loyalty. And watch as stability goes from 78% to 87. Nice. And the justification for Nepal is finished. Let's ask Italy for military access and let's improve relations both with Germany and with Italy. I'm gonna declare war on Nepal right away. And here we are. They like us now. Now I'm gonna start quote-unquote production of guns, trucks, support equipment and artillery, as well as fighters. I'm producing them, which means I can lend-lease them. I'm gonna lend-lease them to Japan in massive amounts. No legal transport path, which means they're never going to arrive, and I have no equipment at all. Which means that Germany and Italy are now gonna send me all the equipment that I'm ever gonna need, even convoys. 60 convoys, I'm gonna get 60 convoys. even though I don't have a coast at all. And we got the third research slot. Let's research trains now. And let's go for aviation effort, because I've got planes, but I don't really have an airport yet. Actually, let's build one real quick. Lend-lease has just arrived, let's not forget to ask for some more. Never enough questionably obtained equipment. Let's go for mechanical computing. And finally, we got an airport. Let's wait until the second Lend-lease arrives. It just did, let's steal some more equipment. Now I'm gonna see which planes I have the most of. I have the most of Junkers Ju-87. And now we're gonna do a sizable amount of trolling. Let's wait for his factory to be built. And now, let's put another one into building. Now we're gonna build cooperation government in British Raj. Prepare collaboration government, both the spies, commands were ready, automatically repeat, and prepare. This is gonna take some time and we won't have factories for months. You might have noticed, by the way, that Bhutan doesn't have exactly very big population. So I'm just gonna produce men out of thin air, because this is HOI4. I have the most of Junkers Ju-87. Let's move one into the air wing. And now all I gotta do is make sure that I have 0 manpower. Let's put a bunch of divisions into training, like 20 or something. I need 41,000 manpower to satisfy the need here. So I'm gonna select this one plane air wing and just duplicate this. Now I'm just gonna hold shift and select this one and delete these 33. 660 men appeared out of nowhere and they're now in the training pool. I can do this again and again and again and again. You get the point. This is exhausting, but it's worth it. Actually, it's not that it's worth it, I simply don't have any other choice as Bhutan. Either this or very boring communist Bhutan. So see ya guys, once I do this like 50 times. And as you can see now, we only need 24,555 more men. And now the Lend-lease arrived, which means we got more planes, which means this is now a little bit easier. Because we get a little bit more manpower. So let's ask for some more Lend-lease. This manpower is literally synths from the Fallout. After aviation effort, I'm gonna go for secret weapons and rip Austria. I almost forgot, let's ask Hungary for military access while we still can. We're gonna need that military access later. And justification for Tibet is finished. However, I'm gonna delay the war a little bit more. And finally, we got enough manpower. Now I can deploy all these divisions. Now I've got a full army of 4-width divisions. Actually, I'm just gonna keep 6 of them. The remaining 18 I'm just gonna delete. I've got 36,000 manpower out of nowhere. And I'll be changing this template. Let's make this template 10 width. Also, let's give these guys a general. Frontline order. Defensive line as well. Guess whose OBS has crashed. Let's finally attack Tibet. And right after the war starts, we should do war propaganda against Tibet. Let's make sure our planes are doing their job, and we're gonna need some more manpower. We're gonna need some 80,000 manpower, so let's keep duplicating air wings until we get that much. We got construction 1, let's go for construction 2. Time to steal some more Lend-lease. And we finally researched trains. Let's start a fake production of trains, and let's Lend-lease trains to Japan. Let's steal some trains from the Axis as well. Imagine producing your own equipment. Haha. Peasants. Anyway, we got secret weapons, let's now go for militarism. Now let's research radio. We're gonna need to duplicate another 40,000 manpower, so we're halfway there. And that's it, we finally got enough manpower. Let's deploy these guys. And now we got 24 divisions of 10 with infantry with support artillery, so not that bad. And we got another 10,000 spare manpower, that's gonna be a handful. And now we're ready to push. Let's attack here, and let's not forget to put our planes into the Himalayas. That's it, we took the first province. I'll try not to connect with Nepal just yet, because I don't like fighting 2 countries at the same time. Also, let's give our guys trucks so that they have better supplies. And we took another province, nice. Let's keep pushing. Let's also get air combat training expert Bill Collette, the most Bhutanese name ever. And we cut them off from their capital, nice. Let's just take Lhasa. Let's end this madness. Also, militarism is finished. Let's now go for military youth. And we took their capital. However, they're still not capitulating. But 1 or 2 more provinces and they're gonna capitulate. Look at this nice encirclement of 3 divisions. Let's take it out. And they got 57,000 casualties. Meanwhile, we got only 5k. That's great. And that's it. They capitulated. I'm gonna take this state right here. And I'm gonna puppet them in the rest. Why the hell did I take this state? Well, now I have a direct border with Nepal, which means I can do war propaganda against them and get some war support. Anyway, let's research improved machine tools. Let's give our guys a fall decline like this. I want to trick Nepal into moving its troops inside of Tibet, so then I can just encircle them. Also, more equipment, please. Now I got so many German fighters. Every time I do this, I get a total of 3000 manpower per day. That's a lot of manpower. And we got mechanical computing. Let's go for computing machine. Let's turn this Valvek line into a front line. And let's now make some encirclements. Also, let's go for aircrew surveys. And Tibet has its first division. Nice. Let's destroy all these Nepalese divisions. That's about half of the Nepalese army. Oh, another 3 divisions from Tibet. Nice. Also, we finished military youth. Let's now go for paramilitarism. And Hungary just renounced Treaty of Tryon, which means they're fascist, which means it's free real estate. Let's justify them. Let's improve relations with them for now. And we prepared the first collaboration government against British Raj. It's 45%, which is great. So let's build an intel network once again in British Raj. After construction 2, I'm gonna research, I guess, weapons 1. And let's finally destroy this encirclement. They've got 67,000 casualties. Also, the war propaganda against Nepal is finished, so let's just go and take Kathmandu and let's end this war. But before I end the war, I'm gonna steal some more equipment. This time also from Hungary. 9,000 guns from Hungary alone. Thanks, Hungary. The Thunder Dragon Empire prepares for great struggle. We took Kathmandu, which means the war is over. I'm gonna puppet Nepal because they have tons of manpower. And let's return this state to Tibetan Empire. Now we need to join the Chinese United Front somehow. Unfortunately for that we need 40% world tension, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna justify the USA. Now the world tension is high enough, and also China is scared of us, so we can just join the Chinese United Front, and let's cancel justification against the USA. You might be wondering, why the hell did I join the Chinese United Front? Well, you'll see why. I'm gonna take 8 of my divisions, let's put them into the second army, let's give them some general, and I'm gonna send all of them to Hainan. It's gonna take some time because there is no railroads, but it's alright. And paramilitarism is finally finished. Let's now go for ideological fanaticism, and let's get war economy. Our divisions have arrived in the port in Hainan, so I'm just gonna take all 8 of them and send them to Venice, because I have military access to Italy. And now once they're on the sea, I no longer need to be part of the Chinese United Front, get trolled, leave faction, bye. Let's exercise our armies a little bit. Now have to get some more manpower through this exploit. Anyway, let's research support weapons 1. After computing machine, I'm gonna go for improved computing machine. Also, let's improve our airport in Bhutan. We're gonna need it later. And let's change this template. Let's make it 20 width instead of 10 width. Also, we could research engineer companies. Yeah, those will be very useful. And we built enough Intel network again in India, so let's prepare collaboration government for the second time. And we're gonna have no factories for half a year. And we finished ideological fanaticism. Let's now go for army effort. And we got new guns, which I'm never gonna produce anyway. Let's now get support weapons 1 again. Also, these divisions have arrived into Venice. Let's now join the Axis. Let's send them right here. Keep in mind that I have military access to Hungary, so I can literally walk my troops in. Look at this, capital Ordos, which is not here, it's actually here. Oh my god, this game. Let's now get popular figurehead. And we finished army effort, RIP Czechoslovakia, RIP Albania. And justification for Hungary is also finished. I'm gonna take these 8 divisions, I'm gonna stop exercising them, let's delete our entire air force, and let's deploy all of our planes in Austria. We got a pretty solid air force of 456 planes. Give them orders in Northern Balkans. Now all I gotta do is take my divisions and start walking them into Hungary. Make sure that they don't actually arrive into Hungary. And now let's declare war on Hungary. My divisions are now attacking from German territory, and I won't have to call in Germany. Now let's do technology sharing, and once we enter Hungary, let's now do some war propaganda against Hungary, because we need more war support. Also try to encircle some of the Hungarian divisions, but I won't capitulate them just yet. And the 3 divisions encircled. Let's destroy them now. RIP. Oh yeah, let's not forget to get some more land lease. Let's maybe make some more encirclements here. And that's another one. 3 divisions encircled down here. Let's take them out. Let's also give our guys a field marshal finally. We got support weapons 1, let's get improved infantry equipment 1. And we got engineer companies. Let's destroy this division right here. And let's research engineer companies 2. Also let's give our guys engineers. Rest in pieces. We got technology sharing, which means we now got 4 research slots. Let's now go for fighter focus, and let's research new CAS. CAS 2. A little bit ahead of time, but that's not a problem. Finally, let's hire a military theorist and let's get superior firepower. We encircle another division, let's destroy it. So far Hungary has over 50,000 casualties, actually over 60 now. Let's now get formation flying and also delay. And war propaganda is about to be finished. Let's steal Lend-Lease for one last time. Wow, Italy decided to send me 10,000 guns in one Lend-Lease. Damn, that's a lot of guns. And let's finally rush into Budapest, because there is no point in fighting anymore. Let's just take Budapest and let's capitulate Hungary. Let's do some force attack as well. Another 20,000 guns from Hungary. Let's puppet them. This will give me another 10 factories. Another 12. That's nice. We got 25 factories now. I'm gonna take these 8 divisions and let's just send them to Milano and let them just chill. All these 16 will go to Bhutan. Nepal has 50,000 manpower, so I'm gonna create a Nepalese division. For now, let's just make it 1 infantry battalion and let's train like 32 of those. Also, let's put these guys into 2 armies. And each army is basically gonna have 8 powerful divisions and 16 terrible divisions. Oh, I have nothing else to build now. I guess I'm gonna build some railways. I guess I'm gonna build land forts too. Because if I lose this province, my entire game has failed. Foreign refuses German ultimatum. Oh no. Anyway, let's leave the Axis. And let's move our planes to Bhutan. I'm gonna join the Japanese faction. Let's go for aviation effort 2. And I'm gonna manually start justifying against the Allies. I'm gonna justify against the Britain. Let's deploy these Nepalese guys. Half of them goes into the first army, the other half goes into the second army. Let's now get dispersed industry free. Also, we're about to build the second collaboration government in British Raj. If it's gonna be 45%, I'm gonna be happy as hell. It's 45% again, which means we got 90% from just 2 tries. I was indeed lucky. Well, I won't be building any more collaboration government in British Raj, but I will be building an intel network. Also, let's start improving the agency. Let's get army department upgrade. Oh, and you know what? Let's finally stop Lend-Leasing Japan. I completely forgot about that. Look at this, 170,000 guns. That's beautiful. And they currently got 956 planes. All of them will support in eastern India. Improve the guns. Let's get support weapons too. Let's get the armor expert for some army experience. Here is the army department. Let's get passive defense now. Germany took out Poland. Let's now wait a couple more days. And our justification has finished. Let's stop exercising our guys. Let's get recon company. I'm just waiting for my troops to reorganize and then I will be attacking Britain and joining the World War II. Let's declare war on Britain and after that I can declare war on British Raj. Now let's start attacking. I'm gonna attack manually, and I'll try my best to encircle as many divisions as I can encircle. And right away we encircled 2 divisions in Sikkim, that's nice. Let's take them out, and let's push. I'll try to take control of Dhaka, so that I can have some manpower from Bangladesh. Even though we're gonna have 0% compliance, I'm still gonna get tons of manpower because there's 30 million people here. We got passive defense, let's now go for commando training. Rip Belgium, nobody will miss you. We took Dhaka, which means we have control of East Bengal, which means we now got extra manpower. Also, let's take out this division here and this one right here. Now I'll create my new template. I'm gonna use my own troops and let's make it just 1 cavalry. I'm basically going to convert all the Nepalese divisions into this one. I want cavalry so I can have some speed. Let's organize our troops a little bit. The second army is gonna go to the east and they're gonna fight in Burma. The first army is gonna go to the west and they're gonna fight in eastern India, basically. Cavalry will be basically used just to cut off enemy troops, while infantry is gonna destroy them. This is gonna need some micro. We took this port, nice. Let's get region-wide industrial integration and let's build another civ in Bhutan. Also, let's get dive bombing. We got commando training, which means I can become a spy master later. For now, let's just focus on taking more land. Let's build an airport in East Bengal and also one in Assam. Also, let's push south into Burma. I'll try to reach Yunnan with one of my divisions. This might be risky, but it might be worth it. And we managed to make an encirclement right here. 5 divisions in total are going to be annihilated by Thunder Dragon Empire. Let's buy some aluminum from our puppet Hungary, and I'm going to buy rubber from Siam for now. The next focus I'm going to go for is chaos effort. Also, I'll try to reach the port in Rangoon, or Yangon, however you call it. Let's give some love to Eastern India too. And we did it. Let's now destroy them. Also, we took an airport right here, which is going to be very useful. Let's take Calcutta and all these provinces around it. And the third most important Indian city is ours. And let's now just push, since they barely have any divisions here. We took port in Burma, which means they can't even reinforce anymore, so let's just push in Burma as well. Look at our big Thunder Dragon Empire. Gotta do a little bit of micro to destroy their divisions, actually. Also, let's build an airport in Bihar. We almost took out Burma, so let's start justifying against Siam. And we're pushing nicely into India as well. We got support weapons too. Let's now go for weapons too. Now let's do some war propaganda against British Raj. It might be a little bit too late now, but I still need to get at least another 6%. After CAS 2, I'm gonna research construction 3. We finished CAS effort. They're now naval invading. I'm gonna take all the Tibetan and Nepalese troops, just make them the garrison divisions. Also, one thing I forgot, I need to research paratroopers. Let's research paratroopers right away. Also, the second army goes on the Siamese border now. Let's make some encirclements in the north. After Dispersed Industry 3, I could go for advanced machine tools, but I'm gonna rush CAS 3 instead. And yeah, let's produce CAS 2, I completely forgot about that. Justification for Siam is ready. Let's first take care of this naval invasion right here. Also, my first army is kind of overstretched. Let's build some airports in south. Let's rush Delhi if we can. We took out the Australian division, so let's now focus on Siam. I'm gonna put some more divisions into training because I got all that British Raj manpower, which they can't even get. And another juicy encirclement right here. Let's destroy it right away. And finally, Nanking has fallen. Good job, Japan. Only took you 3 years. Let's convert all these guys to the infantry template. Let's finally declare war on Siam. And the British Raj has just capitulated. Isn't this great? You might wonder, well, only 750,000 manpower, that's not much. But just wait for a couple of days. Now look at this, 5.5 million. I'm not gonna create a collaboration government because I want this for myself. But look, 90% collaboration. Let's deploy these guys. I have to take care of these pockets, which are really annoying. Anyway, let's finally go for naval effort, for some naval dockyards. Now I got a solid industry, so I'm just gonna produce more and more CAS. We're pushing nicely into Siam. Let's finally take some last victory points and end this madness. Let's go for Chiang Mai and Nakhon Ratchasima. And that's it. Let's now rush into British Malaya before they reinforce. And let's get mobile defense now. Now I can actually build stuff. Let's build one civ in Bhutan, and after that I'm just gonna build mills in British Raj. Let's finally push the British out. Let's get direct ground support. And oh no, they're naval invading for millionth time. What am I gonna do with my life? Anyway, we took out British Malaya, which means we got all the rubber. Let's now go for doctrine effort. Let's give these guys force attack orders, and let's just make sure they're attacking in Karachi. Let nobody escape. About 20 divisions. All gone. Removed. India is fully ours. Now all you gotta do is take out the allies. And also one cool thing I could do. How much manpower does Hungary have? They have 7,000 manpower. Well, I'm gonna create a Hungarian template. Let's just make it just one single battalion. I'm gonna train like 20 of those. And once I deploy them, I'm just gonna take them and convert them to my template. That way I don't have to deploy my troops here and then just transport them all the way to Europe. Let's grab all of them and put them into this army, which is in Europe, and let's send all of them to Antwerpen. I just realized I'm stupid actually. I need to join the Axis, because then I can use their airports. Let's join them. Once again, request all the Hungarian forces. Let's garrison our ports. Look at this weird shaped Lithuania. Let's go for advanced machine tools, advanced computing machine, and finally the paratroopers are being researched. I'm gonna continue researching Recon Company, and now it's time. I'm gonna take some of these divisions which have low strength, like 10 of them or something, and let's convert them to paratroopers. Also, I'm gonna need some transport planes, so let's put them into production, like 5 factories of those, and we're gonna wait until one of them gets built. Japan is doing pretty nice in China. I kinda make fun of them, but they're doing pretty well. Hey, you know what, let's help them out. I'm gonna take this army, let's send some of them to Xinjiang border. The rest will go to the Yunnan. I'm gonna justify Yunnan. Also, I'm gonna need some airports right here. And we got our transport plane. Let's deploy it in Ghent. I'm also gonna delete my entire air force and let's just redeploy it here in Calais. We have a pretty thick air force of 1,637 planes. Let's give them orders. And it's time to start launching our paratroopers. I want to send them to Portsmouth. Let's see if they're just gonna launch. They did. I forgot. Let's give them a general real quick. Force attack, last stand, and let's make sure that they're being supported by our planes. They're launching and getting annihilated by one single division. But we finally managed to land. Which means it's time to take our entire army and send them to Portsmouth. Keep doing some last stand. Come on guys, just hold on, survive. We managed to land. Let's now take some of their provinces. Let's convert these guys back to infantry and let's send them back to this army. Now we've got 27 divisions. Give them frontline order. Also, let's get dispersed support because I like having artillery. And I guess I'm gonna go for doctrine effort 2. Also, let's do some more propaganda against Britain. Let's go for Recon Company 2 and I'm gonna go for total mob. This way I'll have almost no consumer goods. Let's cut off the London. And we did it, we cut off the London. Let's manually take some of the land. Oh my god, this is a mess. Let's fix it. Alright, this is looking better now. I'm gonna take half of the army and just send it right around London. Remaining half is gonna keep pushing. Also, let's get formation fighting. All I gotta do is basically attack London over and over again, and every time this bubble hits 100, I get 1% war participation. Italy attacked Greece. However, I must not take London. Let's get overwhelming firepower, and let's go for extra resource slot 2, since I got 136 factories. Also, I forgot to declare war on Yunnan. I'm gonna justify them again. And of course, Germany is there to ruin my plans. God, do I love German AI. I guess I'm just gonna take London. I got 28% of war participation. Oh, that's it. That's the peace deal. Thanks a lot, Germany, for ruining everything. Alright, I'll see what I can do in this peace deal. And here's the peace deal. I got absolutely trolled by Germany, and especially by Italy. I couldn't even take British Malaya, it's now Italian Malaya, oh my god. I did create French puppet, controlling the state here, which means that they now annex Vichy France, which means I also got tons of colonies now as well. I also managed to create Italian Raj right here in Delhi. I also got a bunch of territories all around the place. I got Western Australia, I got parts of Canada, also parts of Britain. Look at this British puppet consisting of Wales, northwestern England and Northern Ireland. Oh my god, this is so ugly to look. It also has Gibraltar for some reason. And justification for Yunnan is finished. Well, let's declare war on them right away, and let's push into Yunnan now. Also, I'm gonna ask Japan for military access, as well as Mengukuo and Manchukuo. Let's take the city with a funny name. Let's quickly justify on China. We took out Yunnan, but too bad I can't even take it, because Japan has way more score than me. Alright, I took one state. Japan created a puppet here. Well, there is no point in wasting time in China anymore, to be honest. Instead, let's start building airports in Canada. Let's actually attack USA. Well, they're still somewhat weak. So far I've got 3 armies of these guys. Let's train like another 2 armies. Also, I should definitely research better artillery. Also, let's go over limited conscription finally. Let's cancel justification against China and justify against some random country. Maybe Mexico. Yeah, let's go after Mexico. And finally, we got the last research slot. Let's now do armament efforts, because there is nothing else really left to do. The IMRO is back, which is great. I control this one single state right here. Also, let's bring the spies over here in the USA. I could do a cooperation government at least once there. We're only 10 days into 1941, and we already got CAS 3, which is from 1944. I love generic focus trees. Let's get localized training centers. And Germany made the biggest mistake ever. They declared war on Soviet Union in February 1941. I'm not gonna join this war, obviously. I'll let Soviets and Germany waste their equipment and manpower on each other, while I focus on the USA. Let's create the North American section. Let's get armament effort 2. And finally, we got 50% into network. Let's prepare collaboration government. This is basically gonna take 8 months to prepare. Finally, let's deploy our planes here. Let's get the 939 artillery, and let's get the fighters too. We got another 2 armies here, and Yugoslavia joined the Comintern. Traditionally, underage monarch is in Comintern. Anyway, justification for Mexico is finished. I'm gonna declare war on them right away, effectively declaring war on the USA. Let's make sure that my planes are supporting my troops. I'm not even gonna bother putting him into multiple armies. I'm just gonna draw an offensive line. Imagine having planning bonus. I'll try to make some encirclements in the New England, and we push them nicely. We're about to make an encirclement, and this is our very first encirclement. Really nice. Time to get mechanized offensive, and also hunt and destroy. We took Detroit, nice, which means it's time to move our spies somewhere else. Let's send them to California. The dawn of North American Federation. Okay, whatever. By the way, we encircled 11 divisions here in Maine. Let's destroy them already. And Japan declared war on the Philippines, which means Japan is gonna be my ally. They're also justifying against me for some reason. Only because I have this state here. Oh my god. You know what? I'm just gonna leave the Axis and join the Japanese faction. They're gonna let me in because we're in the same war. Another nice encirclement in Massachusetts. Let's take it out. Also, let's keep upgrading the airports, just like in India. And we took Washington. I think their capital is now California. I mean, Los Angeles. Oh my god. Finally, new artillery. Let's produce it. I just got combat unit destruction, and Philippines have capitulated. Good job, Japan, at least you're doing something. Let's get centralized fire control, maybe improve some worker conditions. I got another 3 armies, let's ship them to the USA. This is the definition of pain. And here we are, we're about to finish the cooperation government, which means the USA is gonna capitulate in a day. I got 30%, and now they have capitulated. I'll have to capitulate Mexico as well. Now that shouldn't be that big of an issue. Let's build some airports on the Mexican border. Let's get forward observers, and also advanced fire bases. Germany took Moscow. Well, good job, Germany. At least we're somehow pushing into Mexico. Oh, look at this, 9 divisions destroyed here. This is beautiful. I can't believe it. Moscow has fallen. Yugoslavia has just capitulated now. What the hell was this? Tahitian war on Yugoslavia. Enough HOI4 for today. And that's it. Here's the peace deal. And that's it. I took all of the USA and Mexico, and I also took all of the Philippines except for Manila. So I could help them finish China, but you know what? I don't really feel like it. I think this was a pretty good run as Bhutan. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Consider joining my Discord server. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye!